get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Robbery. Hot facts. Robberies. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robberies. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robberies. News channel. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hey. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. K Reese 007 for hot facts with Robert Reese. Thank you.
I wanted to play it again. I wanted to play it again. I wanted to. Go ahead. Let me look at these comments right here. Let me go ahead and hit that button. I wanted to play it again. My brother do a good job there, huh? Hot facts. Hot facts. Yeah, that's what you go get. That's what you go get. For those of you who don't know, this is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I am the official news channel of the gig economy. Just recently moved into the podcast realm. So you can go ahead and check out the boardroom, which is pretty much the best series. If you want to go ahead and figure out who is doing what and how they're doing it, check out the boardroom. You can now have it on podcast. So if you're at work sneaking in, ear thing right here, you can go ahead and get it in. Make sure you tune on in. And also, every interview that is done by Hot Facts with whoever it may be. We've done the kings of the fishings and the best security dog that you can ever have. Ooh, K9 Precision. We've done all of that stuff. We've done a great job here on Hot Facts. All of the gig world, the people in the gig world, all of everyone from the NAACP all the way to the dude that does the all that. All of that. We get it here on Hot Facts. I am he is I. We are all one because I love all of you. Today is a special day, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. Today is the birthday, October 11th. Go ahead and double check that. Just to remind myself, today is one of the most greatest days ever in my whole life. Robert John Reese III, Trey was born. Today is his birthday. For those of you who have been following Hot Facts, you already know who Trey is, Robert John Reese III. That is my son who passed away. Today is his birthday. My son Trey was a special needs child, and I was a special needs parent, helping going through all of the stuff. He had the DeGeorge syndrome. DeGeorge, and it breaks it down to, you can go ahead and check out the chromosomes and how it all works out. You can go ahead and do that if you care about humanity. He also had truncus arteriosus. Okay. Truncus arteriosus is pretty much where, and I'll just keep it really short and simple here. The heart has 1, 2, 3, 4. For 1, 2, 3, 4, he had 1, 2, and 1 large. They have to go ahead and fix that. Okay. So throughout everything, um, my son was special. School bus is coming, and everything that you can imagine that you think of. What if? Yeah. And my son was a trooper, a serious trooper, a serious trooper. More balls than me. More balls than me. I thought I was like, nah, I'm like, nah, no, he's killing it. Trey, and then he's doing his thing. Trey Reese. Today is his birthday, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and give a thumbs up for my son, Trey Reese. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Whether you like or you don't know, today is his day. And give a thumbs up whether you like me or you don't. So, yeah. And if you would like to see more about the truncus arteriosus, I have my other channel actually has when we're visiting in the hospital, you get a chance to see the hospital rooms and how they look and everything and all that other stuff. So yeah. So today is his birthday, and he was special needs. And I wanted to make this day and this live. I wasn't even gonna go live, but I said I might as well. Thank you, host smash. Bigfoot driver. Dasher is in the building. Let me go ahead and get you up right there also. Bam. Bam. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I thought that, and this was just spur of the moment. I just got done doing a Walmart Spark, and I was like, well, no, I don't want to go live today. And then I was like, well, you know what? I am going live today. And when I decided to go live today, I said, what? And this just happened within like whatever minutes it's been. I said, I'm going live. About to give a salute to my son, Robert John Reese III, Trey. Arger is what my brother calls him. My oldest brother, who's 50, says, Trey, a trooper. Says, Trey's the trooper. My other brother calls him Arger, and my other brother says, Trey's the trooper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I walked down the battlefield with my son many of times. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We had many victories. I'm speaking like Odin, talking about Thor or Loki. I walked in many battles. Yeah. Walked through many battles with him and came out victorious. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My son loved wrestling. So I'm gonna go ahead and give even though he used to like his favorite tag team, woo, Enzo and Big Cass. His favorite tag team, Enzo and Big Cass. And my son used to love to hear them do their thing. And then when I showed him Macho Man Randy Savage, he was like, oh. So I'm going to go back and do a Macho Man Randy Savage right now. Because Trey used to like that. Oh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage. I am right here for you, Trey. I hang out with all the brothers. All the Hulkamaniacs over there, they love the Macho Man too, Trey. But can you dig it? I love everything your dad has going in. I'm so wild. Y'all notice this because Macho Man did that. I'm going to cut it short real quick. All I'm going to tell you, Trey, is step into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Oh, what y'all know about them commercials? What y'all know about them commercials? Snap into a Slim Jim. Macho Man's family is doing very well. It's like 30 years. What? And my son, when he saw Enzo and Cass, and I showed him the Macho Man, it was like he loved the Macho Man, but he was never even born to even love the Macho Man, but he liked the Macho Man. So go figure. I had to do that on Trey's birthday. Also, I would like to say this, that every single person that is a Eli troll and people that have something to say, if you are handicapped, mentally ill, you have a disorder, you have whatever else it is that you have. You can be blind, deaf, you can be anything. You can be anything right now. I'm telling you that this is an open link for all, and my son was special needs. I would like to have an open link, and so people can talk about, their special situation and what makes them special. What is the difference from handicapped and someone having a disorder or whatever else it may be? And the link is open for all. This is not I do not want this, because I told you guys that, and I told all of you guys, I'm going to give you a chance to speak and have a platform for you. Today is a day to where I've had, RJ sang the national anthem and did a very, very great job. Hopefully he can go ahead and click the link. I want today, and how I explained that my son had truncus arteriosus and the DeGeorge syndrome, I will hope that we can use today to educate and let people know all what's going out there. I do know that there was a situation, and Real Talk with Roy had some words with a gentleman that was on my show, and he was able to give some words over to Eli. And Real Talk with Roy, it seemed like during that interaction, Real Talk with Roy, was actually putting people down. And when I was watching that, I felt a certain way. I was like, what? I was like, what? My man said that, well, Roy said, does anything Eli do make you lose sleep or whatever else it is? And he said, yes. And then he explained why. And he said, because it's not true and it's hurting my reputation. And Real Talk with Roy said, oh, it's hurting your reputation, but it was like a laughing matter. I did not find that interesting at all. I did not find that interesting. Angel, I got you up here. This is no bashing, no anything. We are here to educate, okay? All right? We are here to
Thumbs up.
educate.
I'm giving a thumbs up, and stuff. It's like my way of saying, okay, I
Okay, I got
understand. But
you.
I want you to speak and finish what you have to say before I introduce myself. And I know I was up here once, but there's more to my life than like you like realize. But I'll let you finish with what you have to say first. I'll mute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like how you came up here and you let me know everything. I was upset that what I heard from Real Talk with Roy, because he was like, well, it's gonna hurt your feelings and it's gonna hurt your reputation. And what really stuck with me was like, Are you saying his reputation does not matter? And what he did was he explained to you exactly why it matters and everything else. Now, when you were going over the thing with Flex and you were breaking down how I had nothing to do with you getting fired or any of that, there was a time there to where someone was getting mad for just some strange reason. And they said, see, you're getting mad also. And I'm trying to figure out, like, we all know real talk what Roy says, and you said, well, I'll say what I want, whatever I want. And he told you that. I don't want to hear you say that because, Roy, you said a word, and he said, I don't want to hear you say it again. You did not say it again, which means that you either have to respect him for who he is, or you did not respect him, but respected him because he's special, but you said what you said. I don't know. But today we gonna go ahead and just let everybody talk because there are different circumstances in life. There's different things that happen, and everyone is not the same. So today here on Hot Facts, I said that I'm going to have a platform so they can speak. And ain't no one going to sit up here and tell me they can't because check this out. It's my son's birthday. Trey, it's his day. Now, I got Angel up here. Now, I want you to go ahead and we want to educate people. And what I really want from you, I want you to let people know exactly what your diagnosis is and let them know how your life goes and why you should not do certain things or treat people a certain way. Go ahead.
So I'm mild high functioning autistic, ADHD, bipolar, mood, and seizure disordered. I was and have been since the age of 18 months old when I was just a small little infant. And from what my mom told me years ago when I was born, she had seen like a difference in me. And I was surprised that I had my first seizure at 18 months from what my mom told me. And if I stutter, if I lose train of thought or get off track, it's just part of my disabilities. My stuttering is part of my speech impairment, which comes with the territories of my diagnosis. Bipolar disorder is like another trait. The seizure disorder is another form of what they call epilepsy. There where people with epilepsy slash seizure disorders can pass out at any moment. And I've had seizures in the past, and I've actually never knew I had seizures at one time until one time in 2018 when I was streaming at Walmart, and people had messaged me on Facebook, be like, what just happened?" I was like, "What are you talking about? You like passed out," and then I looked upon the replay and oh my gosh, is that me having a seizure? And it came to the realization of like kind of like a cautionary tale of like me being on the lookout when I have seizures, and I have had them my entire life. I don't know when it will happen. I don't know how one causes. It can be stress, could be the overexcitement, can be a whole bunch of things. Like the one in 2018 at the Walmart was me looking for a helmet and a bike lock for a bicycle I had just bought earlier that week on that day when I went back to live stream and like asked my viewers of what kind of bike lock I should get. And like I can't tell when my next seizure is going to happen. It just happens when it does. And my like I said, my speech impediment just comes. And if I sound repetitive, well, it's because my autism and the way I speak comes with the territory. A lot of autistic people repeat themselves and add additional things upon with what they've already said. And at the same time, there are many autistic people that are like long-winded or speak for a very long time and are very talkative amongst with what they talk about. And in terms of like my other things, oftentimes and every so often, when I kind of get uncomfortable, it can be from people giving me advice, constructive criticism, that they may see otherwise. It's like you saying, for example, giving me constructive criticism for going to a Build-A-Bear workshop, which people have done, and all because I sleep with this bear that I got a few years ago. I may not take with what you say seriously, and it may come off to me as a bit demanding, a bit authoritarian there, because autistic people think differently, act differently, and our brains don't process in a normal fashion way as other people think my brain does. Like, give me like a scenario or some advice that you think you would want to give me there.
Okay, well, here is the advice that I would not give you any advice because what you just spoke was right now, anyone who, if they say they are regular and normal, they would have heard everything you just said because you explained everything from the top to the bottom on how it is and why. They don't have any questions at all. What you did was explain to them and teach them that, hey, this is what you are going to get. Now, how can you adapt and come on in so that I can still be a part of what you have because I like it too and we are the same? I am not going to tell you to change anything what you did there. All I would say is this. If you feel like you are long-winded, you are long-winded. Oh well, your long-windedness right now, just right there explained everything, and I got a lot of valuable information from you. So if someone sees that that's long-winded right there, oh well, let them see it as long-winded. That person is not going to be able to take that in. Now, see, I just stuttered. Now, the speech impediment, I understand fully about what you were speaking about. There is nothing that we can do there's nothing we can do that can stop it. The only thing that controls it is when we do speak. And sometimes that if we are a little long-winded, we have to do that because it slows it down and it makes it not be able to come out. So we controlled it with that. But if we did not do that, you would not hear the words. Now, someone would say, I'm long-winded right now. And I would say, yes, but you completely understand why I'm being a little bit more long-winded with what I got to do. Now, how you broke that down, the other people on the other side, they don't get that. They say that, well, you're not intellectually advanced enough for me to have a discussion with you. What I would like to ask you is this. What's up, Cruising Dasher? I would like to ask you this. What do you think when you hear people say that, well, they are like this, so we shouldn't even have a real conversation with them? It makes no sense. What do you feel inside when you hear that? A lot of people don't know what that feels like, and they need to hear it. So, how do you feel inside whenever you hear someone just watching random TV? You may hear someone will say, well, and excuse my French right now, I'm going to get graphic right now so you guys can understand what the hell I'm talking about. Whenever you hear someone say, oh, well, that's a fucktard, I don't care, why do we have to listen to him? What do you what do you feel when you hear that?
So, with what you just said, it's kind of like as though I'm not like welcome in this world, to be quite honest. There, it kind of gives a representation as though someone who stutters there, but I don't like stutter the same language, the same not language, the same letter of like every other word or so. Like I don't go like or like just pretty much the letter of like each word of what I'm speaking. I have like stutters in the between words of what I'm trying to get my brain to come out of what I am trying to like get out there. But at the same time, there getting back to your other question, there I've had the other side like ask me to get to my point already. Like it just creates the whole scenario that people don't want to listen of what one person has to say there. It's like those that have like let's say timed me out on some other people's channels before there, and I've been on like channels that where the host allows the people in the chat to pay the timer personnel like $20 for 20 minutes there, and all because I stutter in a different way, but I think more independently, more honesty, and all that. It just means that I have to be silent while they speak as long as for 5 minutes, but I can't speak in the same time frame as them. I mean, come on. If I'm like speaking like half as long
No,
as you,
check this out. And this is what I notice this all the time when I'm watching all these communities, right? That they want to silence someone and they want to say what you just spoke about, the time limits. Okay, if you give this person this amount of time, he gets a chance to speak. Now, you know what you are going to get with me, which means that you should understand that I'm going to go over time. And if I go over time, you have to allow that to happen because that's how you're going to get exactly what I'm going to say. And it's not right that you take time away from me and then I have to sit here and let them say all this when you're never going to hear nothing I have to say. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That's why today, whoever is out there, you can click the link today and we going in today because I want to know why people, I want to know why people actually think this way. I want to know why people behave this way. More importantly, I want to break it down into like, let's say you said you are high functioning and people, here's what you got to understand here. He's answered every question that I asked him, which means he's been paying attention. So he's doing something that you guys don't do regularly. He answered every single thing. Now I have a next question.
go
Okay.
ahead.
See? Now I want to know this. All right. So let's say you're in here speaking and somebody else comes in here and speaks, right? Somebody else just comes in and speaks. And this person feels a certain way and they feel that you should not be speaking. How I would like to ask you this. This is because this is your personal personality on who you are. I would like to know how difficult it is for you to interject and actually speak your mind when someone feels a certain way about you. Can you go about
So
that?
yeah, I would like to give you two different answers to that precise question that you just asked me there, Hot Topics. First off, anytime when I'm speaking for a long period of time, when I like bring examples to my point that I'm trying to make, and like someone interrupts me there, it makes me emotional and very disturbed where I respectfully ask, can I please finish there? And sometimes individual won't. They'll just continuously interrupt me. That drives my frustration up, where it can cause me to have an outburst, an anger, temper tantrum, and the depending on how my brain in its like state of like temperature can like curse at a person angrily, but it's no intent there. And I've had some said some effed up stuff in the past out of anger, but it's because people have like not let me speak on my behalf. Like I've been accused of a lot of stuff over the years, and I've like in the earlier scenarios of the situations, I've came to my defense, but I've never was allowed to speak for my defense or on my behalf in full when I'm just trying to get them to understand precisely of what they're trying to ask about. And it's like they want me to answer a simple yes or no question, which if they want an answer, let me explain things to your questioning, and then I'll give you the answer upon my behalf after I'm done. Now, have I let people talk and I've interrupted them? Yeah, but I've never continuously interrupted them as they've done to me. Like I would raise my hand, or I would can I say something, and then the person that is speaking against me be like, don't interrupt, and then I would mute and put my finger over my mouth and let the person finish, or just wait till the timing is right to say on my behalf. I've always done that, but it's like I'm in the wrong for speaking on my behalf, but intentionally interrupted and not allowed me to speak
Let me go ahead.
when you're
Let me go ahead and stop you there because I
Oh,
feel
go
that
ahead.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah. I'm
no, no.
sorry.
Oh no, you're okay. This is the perfect time that I say this right now, that for those of you who are listening and you are not what they deem to be special needs or autistic or anything else like that, these are things that you should be listening to understand, to make it go a little bit better in your life when you walk around people every day. This is letting you know how someone feels when this actually happens. If you are someone out there and you are not disabled by any chance on what they have said, what the qualifications are, if you did not understand anything about what he was just saying right there, I only interrupted him to say this because it's not a ramble and you guys say that, well, they're just talking. No, you guys say why. All you guys ask is why, how, and questions like that. Well, in order for you to get the answers, you have to listen. So I'm telling you, go hit the rewind button right now. Go back and do it. Listen to it again. Listen to it again, and listen to it again. This is how someone feels who is in that population that gets mistreated from another population, and this is how they feel. So this can answer a lot of the questions that you guys have asked. The how, the who, the what, the where, and the hows. You can go ahead and take what he just said and then go fill in your own blanks. And then you can be good there. Now, the craziest thing about this is a lot of you guys are like, I'm probably saying, and watch this. There's gonna be people tonight or tomorrow that is gonna be saying that Hot Facts with Robert Reese is playing with special people. They're gonna start saying all this. But that's why I am able to let you know. First of all, I gave my history, let you know what my son's history, and let them know why when people say he has a soft spot. Yes, there's going to be people saying that he's playing these people. That's not what it is. If there was going to be any type of playing in this, I would have already cracked like 19,000 jokes, like you guys try to do straight to their face when you let them come on the panel to just talk. And you guys do it like, well, I'll say this. Can he pick up on the joke and let him come in and say that's what you guys do? We're not doing none of that here. You guys want to cancel Christmas on people that really have something to say, and that offends me. And I'm always gonna let them have something to say, and that's why I have to interrupt that. Go ahead, Angel.
It's no problem. In fact, upon with what you just like mentioned there, I've had people that mimicked, mocked, impersonated me there that they've like done out of like jokingness that I may not have realized. Like there's this YouTube right now, the Chaotic Truth, if you ever heard of him.
I know
I when
chaotic
I
truth.
yeah, CT Chaotic Truth. Have you ever heard of him?
Yes, I've appeared on his panel many of times, many of times. Chaotic truth, the guy that has he goes up there with the forehead. He's got the purple with the yellow there, and yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
a little colorful background thing. And I had found him in May of this year, a month after he had did a interview with Black Conservative Perspective, and I
correct.
subscribed, and I was afraid to go up on his panel until May of this year. And then as soon as I made my first appearance, that's when like the like not the ridicule toward me, but the more so questioning of who is this guy? Like, why is he stuttering? And they didn't even know me much. And then Bob, one of CT's former mods, he's not a mod right now. He at first paid to get me out for my own protection, but then as time continued,
You're talking about Bob, the light skinned guy, the light
yeah,
skinned
the
black guy.
light
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yes.
He had paid a couple additional times, but felt more like a silence against me. and not allowing me to speak. And then Young and Blessed, if you've seen or heard of him from CT's channel, he did the most times of like timing me out, paying to get me off for X amount of time there. And anytime someone does this, it's like I'm being silenced. Like, isn't like they
Yeah,
supposed to
but
be?
you gotta understand this though. The W just put $7 up there. Thank you there. You gotta understand this though, that when
Yeah.
you go on chaotic truth. Now that's not a small platform at all. That is
No.
a high ranked platform here on YouTube. Now, when that young kid beat up the New York police officer in the subway, I was actually able to interview the kid because of Chaotic Truth. Chaotic
Oh
Truth,
wow.
yes, exactly. So, Chaotic Truth, his channel is huge. So that
Yeah,
means
over
that there
8,000
are people.
subscribers right now.
Yeah, but that means that there's a lot of people out there. I've been on this panel probably over like 40 times. And his channel is so huge that you get a lot of people. If you get a little bit of trolls here, it just magnifies it out there. And when you go onto that platform, you're going to be exposed to a lot more people who are really insensitive. And when you go on there, you're going to get a whole lot more. But this is
Yeah.
where I come into play here.
Mm,
I'm not having that.
mm.
And as my platform grows, they get more of us. They get more of a say so to go out there and say it because Hot Facts got the back and we about to grow like that. That's how we about to grow. That's how we about to grow. I don't want you to feel like you can't go onto a platform and be able to say because of the magnitude. But you also got to understand the magnitude of his platform is that huge. So,
Yeah.
you know
Uh,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Can I get back there? And thank you for respectfully saying sorry to interrupt you. I get a lot of those that just interrupt me with no form of sorry to interrupt you or I don't mean to interrupt you, Angel. But let me say this: the I don't get a lot of that on CT's channel there, but. Getting back to about the timing of what I was explaining. Then as time continued, as more I appeared, I've had HB2N, if you know who he is, 777. They were mimicking, personating, and mocking me. That felt very rude to me. But the entire time they meant no intention of hurting me. It was just meant to be as a joke. And when I don't know the difference versus the joking or having a sense of humor versus like that, I can't really tell. I need to
That's
be able
not
to
your
tell the
fault.
difference.
That's not your fault. This is why the people are insensitive. This is why. You see, you are saying that yourself. You are saying that there's like they're telling me that they're saying it as a joke, but you don't know how to tell the difference from the reality or if it's a joke, which means why would you be joking like that in the first place? This is where the people are insensitive. And this is why I wanted to have today to explain some things to people out there so that when you go out there in your regular walk of life, you can actually change some of the situations that you have every single day. You may work at a W-2 where you may be at a grocery store or this and that, right? And while being at the grocery store, you may notice that at the same time of day, you see a certain person walks in with a group of kids and they walk to the grocery store as they're doing. You understand who they are. So therefore, just imagine is that one of your kids? Is that one of your nieces, your nephews? Is that like a little brother of yours? Hey, don't just ignore them and do that. Talk to them. They taking them out in public so that they can be around because everything is supposed to be normal. If you're not getting none of this stuff about reality, about life, then I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. I've had to go through like a lot, a lot of things to where it's crazy. that because how I can speak like this, right? Some people say, well, we know when we can tell when he's lying because he'll stutter. But they don't understand that the stutter just comes when it comes. As long as I can control my wind, I am all the way good if I can control the wind. Now, here is where I cannot control my stutter. If I get excited, there is no way. There is no way I have any control. There's no way. You're gonna get the da 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 da. You're gonna get all of that. There is no way. So I tell people that, well, when you're speaking to me, if you ever use that you're lying because you're stuttering, that means that you just don't pay attention to nothing about life. And you cannot use that with me. Now, my theory is if I'm one, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100. If there's 100, there's 1,000. You know what I mean? If there's 1,000, then you go to 10,000. That's how it works right there. Which means that if you make fun of one person for having this, there's all this many people here. Now, my son had the George syndrome, and that comes from, there's chromosomes that you guys go ahead and check it out. I don't want to go ahead and take you guys through a whole book. You go ahead and check that out. There's a chromosome issue. With the chromosome issue, they either say that you are, and when society says you're a dumb, or you are this or that. And it's crazy how it works. That he was hold up now. Remember, we have to make sure. I'll do this. I'll just mute him really quick. Bam. We got to remember, people. Something like, look, just something like that. For him forgetting to hit the mute button, they would attack him on other channels, which is why I got so mad at Roy. I got so mad at Roy when Roy was like, "Oh, so your feelings are gonna get hurt." Well, this and that. You can expect to come in like this and that. And my man was giving Roy the business. He was giving Roy the business, and I was like, when did Roy just like forget about humanity to the point to where he's not going to listen? He always says that, well, listen to the man and you'll understand what he's saying. But he was saying it straight to you. And you were like, no, it's not this, it's not that. Man, I was upset with that, man. I was upset. Well, and then what really got me upset is this part right here. Mr. Flex, I got you right here, but let me go ahead and hit that mute button. I'm gonna talk about Mr. Flex right now. Mr. Flex, I got a bone to pick with you. And I understand that the bone that you are eating right now, you don't know why you're eating it, but you are gonna just chomp on it. That's A-okay. You didn't know about Eli. Now you got a war with Eli. You tried to use Eli and compare with me. Roy exonerated me. You did not know what the hell you've been talking about. You opened up a channel to yourself and said that these people are telling us what's going on about Eli and all this other stuff. And you said they get a chance to come over here and speak. Well, my bone to pick with you, Mr. Flex, is this. When you call people momos, you guys go look at the Urban Dictionary. When you call people momos and you use all of the words that you have said, that you have been putting on to people, I think karma has caught up with you. Because my bone to pick with you is now, I dare you to tell Jenny and all the rest of the people that have come over, because they have said, Mr. Flex is my friend. He allows us to speak. They haven't did that much research on you, but your hatred towards Eli, you know what? I'm going to do right now, live on the spot. I'm going to do a live boardroom a little bit with Flex and what's going on with him. I'm gonna do it live. Let you guys know what I do. At this point in time, Mr. Flex has been pretty much on a probationary period for 90 days. He has said that he is going to keep himself clean and go straight, the straight and narrow. Now, during this time of him being on probation, there is a rift in between Flex and Necro getting bags. What is the rift, you may say? Well, the rift is this, that people are going over there to Necro because they are not going to be dealing with the riffraff that Flex has going on. Mr. Flex has continued to say that his channel has never been a channel that makes fun of people and does what people say out there. But this seems to be something that is far-fetched. Now, Mr. Flex says he'll give anyone the opportunity to speak their mind. Now that he is on probation, he is opening up himself to allow himself to get more people up there. But while doing this, no one has seen what slithers in the back door. Mr. Flex has said that since he has a vendetta against HotFacts with Robert Reese, he will utilize this, figure out a game plan to go back at HotFacts when HotFacts is already done with him. Will this plan actually work? We don't know, but we have seen that he has had people get up there and he has used HotFacts. He's used other people. He's used Corp in all these names to make sure that his name stays solid and rock solid. But he's now going on the side to where everybody that he has gone against, he has called them and treated them like the people that he is allowing on his stage. Can this side of Mr. Flex actually happen? Will we see Mr. Flex actually make a transition to where he's not going to say, well, you guys cannot come up here anymore? Will we see Mr. Flex change? We don't know, but we do know this. As long as we have Hot Facts with Robert Reese, we are already there watching. People say, what does that mean? I'm right there, Flex. I want you to make a mistake, Flex. I want you to come out right now and say that I'm not using people who are disabled and handicapped just because they don't like Eli. I want you to say that you are doing this because you actually like these people. I want you to make it very, very clear. I want you to do that because if I'm a Momo and everybody else is all this other stuff, Mr. Flex, they cannot be the regular people that you are trying to say that they are. You had a disagreement with Roy and you have to go ahead and back people that you make fun of, Mr. Flex. My bone that I have to pick with you is that I did an actual live boardroom episode on you right now. And the follow-up to this is to be continued. You better not be playing people because Hot Facts will report it. Angel, the floor is yours. I see your hand up. Thank you for waiting.
No problem there, and it just goes back to what I was talking about. There are those on the other side that talks as long as you just did, and I allowed you to, and I've allowed them. But if I am given the mic by, like, let's say CT, and I go with what the conversation is, or want to give my point of view and opinion, and add upon beyond just what point I'm trying to make. That's where the whole interruption comes about towards me. And getting back to one of your comments, I've actually had people assume that my stuttering means I'm lying when they don't even understand that's just how I've always spoken. My brother can tell you I stutter, even telling about my day to him. My family can tell you that that's just the way that I talk and have always done my entire life. There's really nothing I can do. If I sound like I'm speaking a completely normal sentence, is because there are times when I have already said with what I said before, I will say it again. And at times when there's already some information I already am aware and fully known of there that I have additional stuff to add upon that, I'll say the stuff at first and add this stuff later on. And does that mean that I'm lying? No, it's just my human nature of how I speak. Like, it's just sad of how people perceive things. And if me watching some nostalgic show that I just find soothing from time to time, like whether it's Blues Clues, Dora the Explorer, Lamb Chops Play Along, The Puzzle Place, and many others, and you find that like a bad form of entertainment, I'm sorry if like me watching Cat Dog seems like not the appropriate thing to do, or me watching Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragonland.
Yeah, I know that one. Come on now. Come on
And
now.
let me give you another one. If you're into fun and you love to play, if you love funny jokes that put you away, if you love to dance to slamming sound, and you love having lots of friends around, if you're one of those kids that live by the rule that sad is bad and happy is cool, ooh, little buddy, you're about to see you're at the very best place that you could be. Hey, it's Lamb Chops, play along. Here where kids come to play along
Hey, you
and
know
fun
what?
things that all
I'm
we
about to
ever
get you.
do.
I'm about to get you. I'm about to get you right now. I'm about to see. I'm about to see. Now, do you remember like certain TV shows theme songs? Do you remember certain TV shows, like not the cartoons though, like certain like TV shows, like um like let's say like Saved by the Bell. Do
Yeah,
you remember?
ring, ring. It went so fast, but I do remember like how it goes. Long cock warning, the horning, gonna make it out on time. Grab myself the book, give myself
Give
the
myself
look.
a look at it. Yeah.
Time flies
Yeah,
by.
right.
It's
It's all
time
right
to
because
be
I'm
saved
saved
by
by the
the bell.
bell. Yeah. All right. So, okay, okay. I'm gonna throw one at you right now. I'm gonna throw one at you. I'm gonna throw
All
one at
right.
you right now. All right. Let me see if you know this one. Thank you for being a
The
friend.
Golden Girls.
Time and time again and back again. This
Uh,
one's true. You a friend and a confidant. Do
Now let
do.
me go ahead and sing it. Thank you for being a friend, traveling down the road and back
And back
again.
again.
My heart is true. You're a
You're a
pal and
friend and a
a
confidant.
confidant.
Yes. Okay.
And
Okay.
let me know if you know this one. Not the you said not the cartoons there, but cartoons are essentially part of my big form of collections. Like I have Lilo and Stitch the series, Recess,
Okay.
Rugrats,
Got recess.
seasons
You
one
got
through three,
recess with
seasons one through
oh, hold up.
four.
Wait. You got recess? You got
Yeah,
recess? You got recess with Spinelli and Gretchen and all them? Oh, you got recess. Oh,
like father, like son. We're always number
oh,
one.
come on
We're,
now.
we're, we're
Come
buddies,
on.
we're pals. Trying to work things out. Can't you see we're two of a kind? Looking for a good time. Report to the goof troop. We'll always stick together.
Oh, you doing
Report to the
too
goof
true.
troop. Best of friends
Oh,
forever.
hey, you know what? See, here is what I want people to understand. All right, yeah, no, put those down because we'll be singing all day. Put those
All
down. I
right.
want I want people to know this that when you guys watch the show like Pawn Stars and stuff like that, and they go
Yep.
in with these Pokemons and they go in with this stuff, chances are the person who had it before they got it was someone like Angel. And then they go on that show and trade it in like I never knew it was like this. But guess what? The person that is displaying it right now actually knows what it is. And he's giving you the joy that he gets from that right there. Now I gotta ask, is there anybody else out there that literally you say you're special? I know RJ is blind, and hopefully, if RJ is listening, he can go ahead and click the link. I want to know, is there anybody else out there with something to say? Hey, let's educate people. Let's teach people that, hey, we do the same things as you can do. Why the hell
But
we gotta be different? Why the hell we gotta be
exactly,
different?
exactly. And just because I like went into that kind of like mode of singing theme songs to you, people would be like as though I was getting off topic, but was just to show the kind of stuff I remember growing up. And yeah, I've seen the Golden Girls numerous times on Lifetime. I've seen like many other shows like um, do 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 do. Love and marriage, love
Oh,
and
oh, love
marriage,
and marriage, man, go
go
together
go
like a
go,
horse and carriage.
go.
I tell you, brother, you can't have one without another.
Yes, exactly.
Try to separate them. It's an illusion. People, you gotta understand, I watch my shows. Let me give you a fun fact. A fun fact about Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Let me give you a fun fact, okay, about Hot Facts with Robert Reese. If you go back through the books, I was actually a participant on the family game show, The Family Feud. Okay. I was on the game show, The Family Feud. We went against the McCoy family, and it's there. You have to go through and check. You'll see Reese's versus the McCoys, and you'll go ahead and check that out there. You'll go ahead and see Hot Facts with Robert Reese as a participant on the Family Feud game show. Let me tell you how that game show went. We were whooping that family's butt all game long. And when we were supposed to win, they threw the question out because it was name something you don't want to happen while flying on the plane. And it got to a point to where the producer said, "Can the question, let's throw that one out. Now let's get to the next one." The next question was name things that you can buy by the foot. So jump rope, pizza slice, ruler, all of that was there. They go through their they go through their X's, right? So it was in the triple rounds to where the very last round is a triple round. It went to the triple round, and when they missed it, if we missed it, they won, even though we won all the other rounds. Okay, so on the show, it was my dad, my cousin, my cousin, was it Pam or was it Pam? My sister, Aunt Irene, Aunt Irene, and myself. And my brother had to do something, and we would have used him. We would have used him and probably won. We probably would have won that one. And the host of the show when I was on there was John O'Hurley. Okay, John O'Hurley, Mr. Peterman. If you watch Seinfeld, Mr. Peterman was the host while I was on there. Well, let me give you how we got on there. First of all, I played basketball, really good basketball player, about to go ahead and do my thing in sports, right? So, getting ready to go ahead and do all that. One of the people that is the studio had, it was Family Feud and Judge Maybelline, the court show. The court show was right here. They were guiding the people in to go ahead to be part of the shows. And one of the people said, "I know that. That's Reese right there from Buena Park High School." One of the people that went there spoke to me, let them know that we were there on the audition. And they said, "Oh, no, we can go ahead and make sure that y'all get up there. You have to audition first and follow all the rules. We get there, we do our thing, we get in there, we start killing, and we get this question right here that killed us. We killed everything. John O'Hurley said this man really knows his dogs because it was a dog that eats a lot, and I named the dog breed that really eats a lot. And he said because if you watch the dog show, if you watch the Westminster Dog Show, you know that John O'Hurley is one of the announcers every single year. People, if you don't know that, then you ain't living life. I'm sorry. Yeah, you learning something about Hot Facts. He watched dog shows too. That's why I know a whole lot about him. So we get
And
there, right? Wait, wait,
yeah,
wait, wait, wait. Wait. No. Hold up. I got to get this story out. We get there. We kill everything. We are whooping this family's butt. We getting all hype. I'm like, I'm going to do fast money. I'm going to do fast money. It was going to be me and my dad doing fast money. I knew we was going. My brother was going to be mad because me and my pops is up there doing fast money. We couldn't name nothing else. Now, check this out. My aunt said, say fabric, because you can go to the fabric store and buy things by the inch, the yard, or wherever else it is, right? So goes up there. My dad says we have an answer after we're done huddling up. My dad tells John O'Hurley. My dad says fabric. X. The answer was yarn. It was yarn, but yarn is a fabric. So we got beat out, but we didn't feel that bad. We ate all the sandwiches we could backstage. And on top of that, the family that actually did win, they were a part of the Hurricane Katrina um people that lost their homes. So I was happy to lose to someone who was going to get something to make them go on and do something else. But yes, people, you can watch me on the Game Show Network. I have been seen many of times by many of my friends. We watch your Family Feud all the time. We actually put it on record. Yes, people, and on my community post, I'm gonna throw a picture up there so you guys can actually see me up there on the stage and doing my thing. And there's something that we call a dumb dance that we used to do, and I did it on camera at the Family Feud, and everyone that has seen the episode has seen that right there. So, but check this out. Was part of my dad and my mom were on the newlywed game with my uncle and my aunt, my uncle Marvin and Auntie Elaine. Yeah, they were on the newlywed game, and it was crazy. My cousin Monica won the prices right. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. People, I'm letting you know. I know my game shows too. Let's make a deal. Let's get up there. Y'all don't want to see me on Prices Right. I'm coming out winning. I'm coming out winning. We go win.
Let me give you a trivia thing. Let me guess. Let me know if you know what this game show reference is. Who's got the Tide Pod detergent? Okay, you're on. Who's got the Listerine mouthwash? Okay, you're
That
on.
is
And who has
supermarket sweep.
the
That
Bubbly's lasagna frozen meal? Okay, and you're
that
on.
is supermarket sweeps. That is
Yeah,
supermarket
no,
sweep.
I grew up in that genre of the
Yes,
1990s version, and that's why I'm
yes.
so familiar with it. And I enjoyed the one with Leslie Jones. Look, I know my game shows as well, like Deal or No Deal, Are You Smarter, The Fifth Grader, The Price is Right, and Pressure Lock. You name it, I can tell you it.
Now, let me tell you this. One of my favorite shows, because I'm actually a pit master. I'm going to let people know a whole lot about me. I'm actually a master, barbecue pit master. I sell food, Reese's BBQ. I deliver, I cook and cater and deliver my own food. One of my favorite shows was Iron Chef. Before it was Iron Chef, I used to watch Emerald Lagasse so much, but Iron Chef was one of my favorite shows. Did you get into Iron Chef? And if you did you like the Japanese version or did you like the American version?
I like the American version because that's the only version I ever seen. I've never seen the Japanese version because the streaming service, Food Network, which are part of the Discovery Plus, they have that show on there, and I watched a few seasons. But my favorite show is Guys Grocery Games because it kind of gives that nostalgic supermarket sweep reference, but it
Supermarket sweep
challenges.
with the cooking. Yes,
Yeah,
guys. Woo, you know, because and at the end, you got to go ahead and get them items to go ahead and get that cash, but you got to go ahead and cook
yeah.
the last. You got to cook the last though. You got to cook the last. Now, what about this show when they're in the parking lot and they have to go out there and get the people to trade their groceries and then go back there and cook. Do you like that one right
Yeah,
there? Though?
supermarket stakeout is what it's called.
Yeah,
I've seen that
supermarket
before.
takeout.
They
Yeah,
only have a certain amount of limit, and they have to get the ingredients or for their dish that they're gonna make, and they have to like bribe the shoppers who just came out of the store to I can offer you 210 for your cart there, and essentially cook with what they've got, and sometimes it can
exactly.
be curious of what exactly did the shopper from the supermarket got there that the chef have to ultimately take with what they can get there.
Now let me ask you something here. People, watch how Hot Facts does what he does. Now, you already know that Hot Facts is part of the gig economy and the gig world. I got some questions for you about the gig economy and the gig world. Now, the reason why this is going to be so prevalent is because people like Real Talk with Roy and other people have said that. Why should we listen? Well, after the dialogue and conversation and the conversing that we just shared, there should be no reason why anyone should not listen to you, right? All
Correct.
right. All right, so here is what we're going to do now. I'm going to bring you into the world of the gig economy, and we are going to say yay or nay. Or I'm going to let you give your explanation on how the gig economy is working.
May
Let
I
me
ask what exactly the gig economy stands for, or what it is?
wait, wait,
Because
wait, wait,
I've
wait,
heard of
wait, wait,
many, but
wait. I'm gonna throw it to you, and then you go ahead. Wait. No, I know it's hot. I know it's hot in here. I know it's hot in here. Just wait. My question is this: have you ever used Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash? Have you ever used any of those places to order yourself food?
yeah, I've had it be delivered, but I've never was like a delivery kind of person. Essentially,
No,
I
no, no, no,
use it.
no. This is where we go control this. So you've ordered food to be delivered to you to eat, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So from you ordering food to being delivered to you, are you a person that tips, or do you wait until the service is done right and then you tip after? Which one are you?
I usually wait till the service is done of how great of a driver it is. Then I tip if it's approachable to me. Cause you wouldn't want to give a tip to an angered cashier behind the counter at a McDonald's if McDonald's allows tips in restaurant. That is, you would want the best service possible, and you obviously would expect the same thing from delivery drivers through Uber Eats, Grubhub, Postmates, just to name some of the high delivery places here in America now. And I essentially just would wait to see how great of a service, and if it deserves enough for a tip, I'll give it. But if the approach is doesn't come as generous to me, like if they just come and leave and not say, hey, are you the person? And I'd be like, yeah, and then just have a great interaction and then wishing each other a great rest of the day and all that, then really it ain't worth it because I'd rather have a respectful service to the delivery driver before giving any type of tip.
Right. Now, by the words you just said, what app do you use the most when you actually are ordering food to be delivered? What app do you use the most? Is it DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates? Which one do you use more often?
More so often out of all the apps in my entire life since I started using it have been DoorDash. I've been getting more so into using Grubhub because I have a free year's subscription to Grubhub Plus.
Oh, all right. So you have a free, so you're going to start using Grubhub Plus because you have a free year subscription. This is the conversation I wanted to have. There's a lot of drivers and gig tubers out there that are not speaking to someone to get this information out. So you're going to start using the Grubhub pass because it takes away the fee that you're going to be using when you order. So it makes it better for you, correct?
Yeah, it's kind of like why people subscribe to Amazon Prime because the 2 day or 1 day shipping there that comes free upon the streaming service of Amazon Prime Video. So essentially, there are millions of people that resubscribe their Amazon Prime subscription every year because of the shipping and streaming that comes with it there. So the Grubhub Plus subscription that I get there is why I'm using it. I got like a years of subscription to DoorDash over a year ago, so that made me start using that. So essentially, if there's any type of like benefit that comes with any service that I get that includes like a discounted the delivery free towards Postmates, Uber Eats, etc. I've used the benefits like the free MLB.TV subscription that I get every year with my Metro by T-Mobile slash
Right.
T-Mobile account.
Yes, I get a free Amazon Prime account, and I get the free Metro by T-Mobile, the MLB account. I get all of that. This is what is part of the gig world that people don't understand, that you have a you have a system to where you get 3 years, and people don't understand that. Look, we got people like that are using the membership, which means that there's many more that are using it. Now, here is my next thing to you here. You got these memberships, and you're using them. How do you feel about drivers that say, I don't want to deliver to people that have memberships because they're not going to tip? But you say that you tip when the service is complete. What do you feel about the people that
So
say that? And then I have a real serious question with that, because I know you'll answer it. And I'm going to be quite frank here, people. What do you feel when people say people that don't tip are retarded?
First off, to answer your first question there, for them to complain about like people using subscriptions, we all need to save as much as we can in today's economy. We all need to look for options to help us save to get the best possible. Why do you think Walmart Plus now includes Paramount Plus with their subscription there? Because they are trying to make sure people can save as much as possible. And why do you think some cell phone service offer free benefits? Like back when Sprint used to be its own division, there was the Tidal music service and Hulu, which is still part of that kind of stuff. But I heard the T-Mobile got rid of the Tidal music service is because they want to give as much as possible for the service that you're using from the provider to be able to save more, to be able to have the ability to like, ooh, that's like interesting. Let me go ahead and like go with the provider, and then pretty much everyone will use any type of benefit that comes their way. And for me to use my free Grubhub Plus subscription, there is essentially me saving as much as I can. That doesn't have no cost of like $30 just for a $18 order that comes with the delivery fee, the taxes, and the hidden charges there upon that. Imagine if Domino's had their own like service for a subscription that allowed a $0 delivery within the Domino's app upon earning points towards rewards. People would join that so they don't have to worry about the delivery fee from Domino's no more if they came out with their own Domino's Plus subscription service to for so people could save money more so. But for the drivers to complain of why that, it's like you as a driver are want to save as much as possible on gas.
Yeah, but see, now let me ask you to the second part of that. How do you feel when you see certain content creators get up there and say, well, you are retarded if you go take that order? Now, how do you feel about how they use a disability to try to tie it into delivery work and try to make it seem like you're weird? How do, how does that make you feel?
Um, it kind of just makes it as though it just is an insult there, and at the same time, you were asking, like, how do I feel about those that say that I'm the R word because I don't tip? Well, let me ask this: do you tip every single time you order from a delivery service, or when you go in restaurant like Applebee's, Denny's? There, if so, then you're just imagine if you were to get bad service there and still tip, would you be appreciative of the bad service then there? If so, then essentially, like you're giving tipping for bad service that you shouldn't have gotten. There's like giving a tip to a bus driver for transporting, and then the bus driver telling you to just get off and is anger towards you there, and it could have been like others before you. But that doesn't mean that the person should still be tipped in that kind of way.
Right. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. Now, the people in the gig world, all you content creators out there that use these words, that you tell other drivers that they are this and this and this and this and that. Well, you are listening to this and this and this and this and that. And it sounds more logical than anything that you guys have to say. And I got to say, it wouldn't have been on a better day than Trey's birthday to hear this stuff.
I love you,
Y'all,
man.
man, this is wild right here. That the best information about what's really happening, you spoke about the economy or why we're doing this, and drivers, you spoke about everything. They would rather go pay these little super chats to not get nothing heard, then come to Hot Facts and get the truth. Because all we go do is speak the truth. And all you guys say is people like that we can't listen to. Well, this person came up here and spoke the truth better than all that what you guys can do. Now all you guys gonna say, well, yeah. Yeah, but we don't care. Boy, you need to listen to the words. We on Hot Facts.
Yeah.
Now, Angel, I'm gonna do it like this. Final words. Give the people some final words. Let them know what we gonna
So
do, and then we gonna get on out of here.
but one of my final words is upon the first question where I gave like the subscription savings, it's like me asking why do those subscribe to PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, because you can get free games with your subscriptions that you can try the latest and best games possible on your console, for God's sakes. Like y'all probably wouldn't buy a physical media copy of any kind of video game today because they come digitally included with your subscription to
Hot facts.
PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And on top of that, if y'all think that I'm retarded to speaking to God's honest truth there, and y'all think that I'm freaking like hiding behind my disabilities as I've been accused of, then y'all don't know what autistic people are like, what mentally disabled people are really like, and what us as the autistic ADHD bipolar mood and seizure disordered individuals are like. And the only reason why I'm mentioning all that is because there are those that have more than one trait of disabilities similar to what I'm diagnosed. Even though I'm diagnosed with 5 different ones, there are those that may have autism and ADHD, autism and bipolar disorder. So it's a plethora of by combinations that there are those that will have the traits of disabilities that I have and have always had my entire life. And if y'all can't seem to understand that, and if I'm like not sounding like I'm stuttering, is because I'm speaking to God's honest truth in my like tone that I'm coming to you towards about that really doesn't make it sound like I'm autistic, but I really am, and my doctor's notes can show it and prove it to you guys. But if anyone that is watching this, please understand things, listen more clearly, pay attention and just ask yourself, why do I subscribe to Amazon Prime? Why do I subscribe to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate if I have a Xbox system? Why do I subscribe to PlayStation Plus if I have a PS5 or PS4? It's those questions that you're asking of why or complain about people who have a subscription that you think we shouldn't, when we're doing all that we can in our society to save as much as possible. And it's y'all's delusions that is making it as though we can't have a subscription anymore just because we are trying to save a few
And they
bucks upon shipment.
and check this out. And check this out. They ain't never gonna stop nobody from having a subscription. So we gonna do it like this. People, if you heard the truth here today, give a thumbs up in the chat. Now, they say that people don't know what they talking about. Gig drivers don't know. We talked to someone that was able to converse and have it all the way through, and he got through and spoke that truth. People, you've been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. We out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Peace out of here. See you later.
Bye.